What up, what up, what up? Rolling, 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 rolling. On the road again, on the road again, on the road again. What's up, Knoxville? I'm in Knoxville with it right now, y'all. Headed to Georgia. I'm in Knoxville with it right there. Cedar Bluff. That's what I'm passing right now. Cedar Bluff. What's cracking in Knoxville? Shouts out my Knoxville folks. Yeah, shouts out my nigga Walls. Shouts out my nigga Rossalina. Shouts out my nigga Walk. Yeah, man. Poonie, Moonie, Poonie, Moonie. And I'm finna give y'all the real rundown, man, on this little king and finesse two-time situation. And I'm gonna get a little nigga some advice. I'm gonna get a little nigga some advice, you know. And I'm sure he'll see this. Somebody will tag him in it. Somebody will goddamn, he can hear it. He can receive it. Or he don't. He ain't got to receive it, or whatever. But what's going on? What's going on with Lil King is it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic, and I saw it coming. I saw this shit coming, dog. Go check my background. I made a documentary called "Shoot a Nuka." Shoot a Nuka. Go look it up on YouTube. Shoot a Nuka. And I predicted the things that we seeing happening right now with this next generation, with this young generation. I predicted it was gonna happen. I'm talking about to a T. I predicted it to a T. Now the reason I was able to acquire this information on what was gonna happen is because I was feet down, hands down in the community, uh, coming in close encounter with a lot of these young dudes, with a lot of young folks that was having babies of their own, that was having kids of their own. Imagine niggas 16, 17, 15, 16, 17, 18 having babies. And I'm watching their behavior and I'm watching their thinking. And I'm like, damn, they finna raise some monsters. They about to raise some little monsters. And what you seeing is now is them little monsters. Little niggas like King. So it's to the point, where you can't turn the news on. You can't turn the news on. You can't open the newspaper or get articles or something without catching a young nigga with a gun at school, some young nigga shooting somebody on accident, or somebody shooting somebody on purpose. But they be young niggas. I'm talking about 11 all the way down to 8 years old. The kids got guns at school now. Elementary school, they sneaking them to school. In elementary school, I seen this shit coming. I tried to warn my city, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I tried to warn my city. I seen where it was going. And what's happening is, at the same time, the game is changing. We living in a tech world now. We living in a world now where a 12, 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old kid can fuck around and make $50,000, $100,000 off the internet. If they tech savvy, if they savvy enough and in the right location and put the right pieces to the puzzle together, they can get some money now. Now with this money comes great responsibility. But these little fools who been raised by grown fools, you feel me? They've been raised by grown fools. And the grown fools pointing the fingers at the little kids when in fact it's their fault for how they was raised. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a revolving cycle. It's like a revolving door. So you see a little nigga like King, you know, Finesse 2 times tried to get him and tried to give him some help. Tried to help the nigga. Now, like I said, Finesse 2 times a damn fool. You know, it's obvious to see. First of all, in the chilling circuit, in places like Tennessee, especially Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, man, these some of the roughest niggas you gonna find in America. Nigga, it's damn near third world countries in some spots in these areas. You feel me? It's so rough and dangerous. You know, you get to your Chattanooga, Tennessee's, your Knoxville's, your Memphis. You know, you go on down to Mississippi. You got Laurel, Mississippi. You know, you got Drew, Mississippi. Little small towns where these niggas savages though. You go on down to Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. You know, Oak Cliff in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Spots like that. Yeah, it's the blind teaching the blind, Willie Webster. You ain't lying. But yeah, you go into these spots, man. These some of the most ruthless, roughest spots in America, man. You know, uh, and Lil King was raised up in that. Finesse 2 times was raised up in that. You heard him, the nigga done been in jail damn near half his life. In and out of jail half his life. So, but the nigga trying to do better, and he try to help a young nigga. Now, whether it was misguided, we all done been misguided. Nigga, we all done been misguided. Y'all done been around your uncles, like your big brothers, like your big cousins, and done seen a whole bunch of fucked up ass shit. But they loved you. They still loved you, and they still was showing you love in the way that they know to show you love. Whether it was misguided or not. I truly feel like Finesse 2 times was trying to show Lil King some love. You feel me? And he ain't have to do none of the shit he did. But he put the light on him and put the shine on him to open up a door for him. You know, evidently, shit wasn't going the way Lil King wanted it to go, which he a child, you know, and as an adult, you know, you're gonna do a lot of shit that kids don't want to do. You can't go outside today. Little kid want to go out, what they do, go in the room crying and pouting and shit. Go in the room crying and pouting and shit, mad, because they can't go outside. That's what little kids do. You feel me? So what we getting it twisted that with Lil King is because he done grow so fast, the nigga talking like he grown. He know a lot. He talking like he grown. So we giving him more credit than he deserved. The nigga ain't nothing. The nigga 12 years old. You feel me? And but you can tell the nigga ain't been raised up around no real solid niggas, bruh. He ain't been raised up around no solid niggas. And he being a kid, you feel me? But he just stained himself. He just stained himself by exposing the shit that he exposed about uh Finesse 2 times. What I mean by that is I'm gonna give you personal story. I ain't gonna go too far into details because there's criminal activity involved, and that ain't nothing to brag about. But it's something that God let me experience when I was younger that I went through, and I learned from it. I learned from it. I was in King's situation. You know, I had a whole bunch of. I used to be around a whole bunch of niggas that was older than me, my uncles. Shouts out my uncle. Shouts out my uncle Bubba. Shouts out my uncle Rod. Rest in peace, my uncle Tim, Uncle Kenny Pooh, Uncle Toby. Whole bunch of raised around a whole bunch of uncles. So as a young nigga, you know, sometimes you get to kick it with the big dog. I'm like 13, 14 years old, kicking it with the big dogs. You know, I'm 13, 14 years old, kicking it with the big dogs. You know, it's 1, 2 in the morning, we out, you know, ducking it, out kicking it, out doing the thing. I'm in heaven. You know, shit, I'm shooting dice with the big dogs. I'm getting the sip with the big dogs. I ain't smoke weed at the time, but if I wanted to, I could have. You feel me? They would have let me. I'm chasing hoes with the big dogs. I'm fucking with grown hoes. They got me telling them you're 18. Nigga, I'm 14. These hoes know I ain't 18. I'm a little bit. They get 14, 13 years old. But we kicking it like big dogs. Long story short, uh, we leaving the location and man, some shit popped off. Some shit popped off. Long story short, man, somebody got killed. And I'm in the car. So we peel out. We peel out. Nigga, we in my grandmama van, nigga. We in my grandmama van, one of them old school vans, nigga got the bar in it, nigga, with the speakers and the C4 and the CB, not the C4, the CB, everything. And nigga, next thing I motherfucking know, nigga, we in the motherfucking high speed chase, nigga. All you hear police sirens, nigga, we gone. Nigga, my motherfucking uncle driving so motherfucking fast, the windshield shattered, glass everywhere. My motherfucking uncle driving so fast, nigga, he done got the motherfucking accelerator. The gas stuck, nigga. It won't. We can't stop. You can hit the brakes, but the gas won't stop. And anybody who ever been in Chattanooga, it's a big ass curve when you coming around 24 and you finna hit these lakes. So nigga, we going about 100, nigga, in a minivan, nigga. And not a minivan, in a caravan. Nigga, we going about 100. Finna go around this big ass motherfucking curve, cause like I say, the accelerator stuck. And nigga, this motherfucker trying to flip over. Nigga, we coming around that motherfucker hitting 3 wheels, hitting the back right wheel. Sound like an airplane landing. Anyway, we made it around the curve, nigga. So my other uncle thought fan, that nigga was like, man, when we get right here by the exit, man, we gonna throw this motherfucker in neutral, and then we gonna throw it in reverse. So we can stop. And we gonna roll out the exit. We gonna get out the exit, nigga. We finna goddamn, we gonna burn the motherfucking van. We gonna burn this motherfucker. And keep in mind, nigga, I'm 13, 14 with some grown ass niggas, bro. So long story short, we did that shit, nigga. The power steering go out of everything, nigga. Glass everywhere. So niggas get out pushing the motherfucking van, nigga. I'm goddamn, I gotta steer the motherfucker, but the power steering gone. So that motherfucker hard as hell to steer. I got glass all in my motherfucking hands, glass in my face from where the windshield goddamn busted. And so we get this motherfucker to an old abandoned parking lot across the street from the West Side Projects. So nigga, we taking all the goddamn information out, taking the license tag out. We finna burn this motherfucker. So next thing we know, nigga, we hear the motherfucking police sirens, nigga. We take out, everybody take out running, nigga. We take off to the west side, nigga. We running through the West Side Project, nigga. I'm 13, 14 with the grown niggas. Man, long story short, man, we ain't getting caught up that night, but they got that motherfucking van. They got that motherfucking van, and they ran the VIN up and all that shit. Found out who it came back to, and short, man. My I had to get that. They took me home that night. They took me home that night. So I went home. I walk in the house. It's about 5 in the morning, nigga. My mama going the fuck out. She was like, he 13, 14 years old. He don't supposed to be out to no 4 in the morning with y'all grown folks. You know, my mama can feel something ain't right. She knows something ain't right. So she going off on me. I go in there going. So it's my grandmama on the phone. She like the detectives at the house trying to arrest her because they found her van or whatever, and it was involved in a crime. So now my mama know something done went down, and she know I was in the car. She went and got some shit and started beating her, and got some shit and started beating the shit out my head. I'm talking about, nigga, I ain't never got beat like this. Nigga, she went in there and got my stepdad, and nigga, both of them beat me. Drug me in the hallway, nigga, beat me like a dog, like a grown man. Get what though? After the beat, get what I said? Mama, what you talking about? They just brought me home. I stuck to it. And long story short, I ain't gonna go too much details into the story to what happened with the final conclusion of everything. But uh, let's just say I got 20 some cousins. I got over 20 some cousins, and after that, I was treated very differently by my uncles and by the older people. They trusted me a lot more. They let me do a lot more. They let me see a lot more, you know, at a young age, because they trusted me that I wouldn't go. That's what they told me, you know. And to this day, that helped me develop a bond with my uncles and some of the older guys in my community that you can't pay for that. And I feel like that marked me. That was almost, even though it was a bad negative situation, it was a rite of passage for me as a young nigga, being raised up around other young niggas that's older than me, though. And King might have fucked that up for himself, cause he was getting to hang around the old niggas and do, you know, he was the chosen one. I felt like I was the chosen one. Out my cousins and out some of my other family members, I was chose to be set down and given game and given knowledge and given wisdom. I'm happy to say, nigga, that the wisdom and knowledge I gained, nigga, it kept me out of jail. It kept me out of prison. It kept me out of a whole lot of situations because I received the game that I was given from the older niggas. And it kept me out of a lot of situations. And once you fuck that up, man, don't nobody want nothing to do with you. Don't they like, oh, that nigga gonna tell it. Oh, he gonna tell it. That nigga gonna let everybody know what's going on. And then if you letting everybody know what's going on at 12, 13 years old, when you get 25, nigga, and get in some shit, nigga, you gonna you gonna tell it. You gonna tell it. So yeah, I feel like King fucked up on that. And it's already bad to be raised up or be raised up around some dummies or some fools. But some dummies with some fools who got some money, they creating a bad situation for this young nigga. Because what's gonna happen, he gonna get in a situation one day where he might not have no money, and he gonna have to go back to the trenches one day, and especially if he go back to the trenches in Memphis, them young niggas treacherous, and they ain't gonna have compassion for him, bro. They not gonna have no compassion for him at all. They ain't gonna have no compassion for him, bro. They ain't gonna have no compassion for him at all. And I just don't see it going good. I don't see it going good for him, you know. But that's what's going on with this the next generation, bro. This the next generation. What we dealing with, and you seeing niggas like King in the forefront with it. I mean, I hope the little nigga. I ain't saying the nigga can't shake back. I ain't saying the nigga can't goddamn get it right. But I feel like Finesse was trying to goddamn help him learn from his mistakes. And that's the same thing what my uncle was doing with me. That's the same thing my uncle was doing for me. Even though they might have told me wrong on some stuff. In their mind it was right. Like, it get old, I can remember my uncle coming to me, man, some of that shit I told you, nephew, I ain't know no better. You feel me? But it be coming from a place of love. So as much as I don't like Finesse two times, old Finesse. As much as I love the nigga music, but I just didn't like the nigga personality. I ain't like how he was rocking. I ain't like the nigga personality. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the nigga personally. I'm just going off his internet persona. He could be a stand-up nigga in real life, but he seemed like a nigga I wouldn't fuck with in real life. You know what I'm saying? But his music hard though. His music hard. You know, and but I do applaud that nigga for trying to help another young nigga. I felt like the nigga heart was in the right place with this shit. So regardless how I feel about a man or how I feel about a nigga, I feel like his heart was in the right place right there. But it's your boy, Poonie. And once again, I'm gonna always hit you with the real, man. But yeah, Lil King, if you can hear this, man, you a child, bruh. You a child. Yeah, you a special chosen child, but you still a child. And you in the phases in your life where you need to be learning, observing, learning, and watching. Learning from good mistakes that the people around you making, and learning from bad mistakes. I seen you talking about how Finesse two times do sugar. Okay, when you get old enough and you get your old lady, don't treat your old lady like that. Learn from that. Okay? But you also seeing some good shit. You seeing how a nigga get money, how a nigga do this, learn from that as well. Learn from that as well. You know, you can learn from the highest person, you can learn from the lowest person. You can learn from the prince, and you can learn from a peasant. Always remember that, little nigga. Always remember that. And that's the game that Poonie Moonie gonna give you, man. Your Tennessee big brother from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, Lil King, get your shit together, nigga. Get your shit together and shake back, man. And quit telling everything you see, little nigga. Quit telling everything you see. With that being said, man, this the chilling circuit, and this your boy, Poonie Moonie. And I'm about this thing, man. Shouts out Knoxville, man. I'm out.